Scout. When he was in third grade, he did math 3 hours a day in school, in third grade. That's just disgusting. He cries, he has stomach aches, he vomits in the morning. Mom, please don't make me go to school. This is a child who loves school. He loves going to school. He loves math, he loves science. He's a straight A student. To cry, to have stomach issues. I can't tell you how many doctor visits we have and specialists because of all of the stress from school. It's absolutely horrible. And it's not only him, it's his friends. When he was in third grade, was the first year our school had the state assessments. He took them, he did excellent, he scored 4s, which, not that that matters. He said, Mom, they were absolutely ridiculous. And he came home and he told me what was on the test. I told him he will never ever have to take the state assessments again. And I personally made sure that this past year, that 40% of our school refused the tests. Holly Elementary, we had the highest. My son and all his friends have said, if they are ever forced to take the test, they will check the first answer, or the last, whatever they feel like, and they will write answers like, Minecraft is great, Pokemon is fun. That's what they're going to do if they have to take the test. That's all I'm going to say.
Hi, my name is Rita O'Hare. I've been a home educator for 25 years. I have 7 children, all of which I have educated. One is now attending a local high school.
That has enveloped New York State, where there used to be a sense all throughout New York State. I grew up in Rockland County. I went to college in Ithaca. New York State is in my bones. And the lack of trust that's going on right now from a state which used to really, really believe, I don't care where you were as a parent or as a teacher or as a principal or a superintendent, that we were the Empire State because we really educated our children. And that kind of trust, most importantly, has to be repaired. And that's what I see, again, as this particular commissioner who happens to have a bunch of other titles. I want to come to school, and schools are places where parents want to send their kids, educators want to work, and kids feel excited about coming to school, and they feel prepared about what is facing them in the future. That's our objective, and but mostly to deal with the trust to start getting down that path again.
How's it going?
Good, fantastic. Nice to see you.
Thanks for taking a couple minutes. I know you're
My, sorry, I just have like one. There's like one flight out of Buffalo that I can get.
I'll be quick, I promise. Are you good? All right, well, Randy, first, just kind of walk us through, obviously, what you thought of the response tonight, and kind of how everything's been going in general.
Look, what's most important is that parents and educators have
Randy, you are the
been
biggest
laboring.
sellout that has ever been around. Are you kidding me? You have sold out the kids. You've sold out thousands of teachers. You've sold out millions of kids. You took Bill Gates' money. You supported Hillary Clinton. You are a disgrace. Yes.
So, as you can see, there is, as you can see, there's very passionate views about what should happen, and people are really angry, but they want the trust that we used to have in schools. They want that to reemerge. They want to reignite it. And so what I got out of the testimony today is a lot of people who on short notice came in incredibly passionate, articulate ways, pinpointing what is wrong with the standards and how to correct it. What is wrong with the assessments and how to correct it. What's wrong with the evaluation system and how to correct it. So I found tonight to be very, very instructive, most importantly, because of the passion and the commitment of the parents and educators who are here at very short notice.
You mentioned the short notice. Are you happy with the turnout, considering how late people may have gotten word? I heard one lady say she just found out 2 hours ago.
Look, absolutely. Look, the governor has asked for this process to be very, very truncated, because as you heard from some people, there's a lot of questions and issues, not just about the evaluation system, but about, how do you get this right? And with every passing year that there are issues, what happens to kids? Kids don't really get to do kindergarten again, or first grade again, or second grade again. So the governor has asked for a very truncated process in terms of getting to some, recommendations about how to fix that, how to fix the standards, how to fix the assessments, how to fix curriculum. There's been a very truncated process in terms of notice. We want to encourage people to use the website to give comments if they weren't able to get here. There are more hearings that will occur next week as well. But I think we got a good cross-section of the issues that people are very, very concerned about. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
Thanks so much.
All right, you ready? Cool. First, just kind of feedback from tonight. What was your thoughts on how things kind of turned out?
Well, first of all, I think it's always to hear directly from people who are affected by whatever you're talking about. It gives you the best quality information to make decisions from. So I thought it was good input, and I thought it was clear and succinct and gave us something that's task force members to work with.
We heard from about 24 people. I know a lot of people were talking about the notice coming into today, a lot of short notice. Are you happy with the turnout considering the short notice here?
Yeah, I'm a parent leader, and so I'm happy if it's one person. I mean, really, at the end of the day, you're looking for people who are committed to give you information that you can use. And so to get 24 people, we actually had more than that. We had over 21 people testify today. Well, not 24, right? I'm saying right. But yeah, I thought that was good input. You got 2 hours. You got good input for that time frame.
It's kind of the process like for you going forward. What are you kind of zoning in on here?
Really just listening. I mean, at this point, we've heard a lot. This has been going on for, a while. We've heard a lot about the struggles with implementation. So what I'm really at this point looking for is people that can be specific about what we can do to make it better. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. A lot of the stuff about, what you don't like and not wanting, those things are, kind of common, and we know that. But right now, we really need to come together and figure out what do we do to make New York State thrive, and how can we build on the success that we've had. A lot of the problems that we've had is because we're trying to make a change for the better. And anytime you got a problem because you're trying to change things for the better, to me that's a good thing. And so I think there's some input here that we can use to move us down the road, and I'm looking forward to, suggesting that to the task force.
Okay. Thank you so much for staying. Can you just spell your first and last name for me?
KIERAGROSS.
Okay. I heard your story there, but walk us through just kind of your background. 15 full-time college students?
Yes. When I was in 12th grade, there's a program called the MSP program, and it allowed us to take college courses at night while we're still taking middle and high school classes during the day. And by the end of graduation, once you graduated high school, that summer you would also graduate college with a 2-year degree in either physics, chemistry, or engineering, I believe. So at the time I was in the program, I was at school, I was pretty happy, and then CommonCore came in, and at that time I had skipped 8th grade math and science. I went to 9th grade math and 9th grade science. The science wasn't affected by CommonCore, but the math was. And so I took the test, both tests. I took the Regents algebra from previous years, and I got a 94 on that. And then I took the CommonCore algebra test, and I got a 69, which was scaled up to an 81, but that's a whole other story about their screwed up scaling. So from there, my mom and dad decided that was it, that's the final straw. We're doing homeschooling, and since I was already in the college program, I was allowed to continue doing college courses. We slowly built up college courses until now I'm going full-time.
Why was it so important for you to come out tonight?
It's important to me because, A, this is my school, She came out right to me, so I might as well speak. And so it's important to me because I'm fighting for my peers. I have friends who are still trapped in school. Either their parents can't do this or they can't do this. Something happened. They can't get out of this, and this is going to affect their entire life. These high school leads up into college, and if you screw up high school, there's no backtrack. You can't just send kids through high school again and get them into college and get them into careers, because their age affects how job applicants look at them. Because if you're 22 and only graduating high school just then, you're basically seen as a dropout. But really, we're screwing over kids' education. There's no rewind button on kids.
When did you find out about this?
About what?
The meeting
I found out from my mom a couple days ago.
What'd you think of the turnout, considering it was only a couple days?
It was only a couple days. It was a reasonable turnout. I noticed that quite a few of the speakers were Common Core against Common Core, but a few of them were for Common Core, which I was surprised they came out here. But yeah, I think it was a reasonable turnout for speakers for short notice.
Say and spell your name for me again.
Kiergross.
And what school did you go to?
I went to Pavilion, which had an excellent education program before Common Core.
Really?
Yes.
Real quick, can I just,
My name is Heather Palmisano. You want me to spell it? Okay. HeatherPalmasano.
and you're a parent?
I'm a parent.
What district?
I'm Roy Hart, Royalton Heartland. My son is 15, like her, and he's a smart kid. But Common Core came along, and suddenly he's telling me he's stupid and he can't. He said to me last year I was smart and I could do things, and this year I'm stupid. And that was all it took for me to start investigating. And, I've been doing it for 4+ years now.
Obviously, this is a passion for you. A lot of people have told us there wasn't a lot of notice given for this tonight.
No.
When did you find out, and do you feel like you had enough notice, or the
I
people had enough?
definitely did not have enough notice. Maybe I found out a week ago, and I don't even think it was a week, maybe 6 days.
They kind of did that on purpose? Or
Yes, I absolutely do. I do.
How many of these have they held already around the state? You know?
For this particular,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I've been going to these for 4 years. It's not like today is the first time I've had a chance to talk to these people. We've been doing it for a long time.
Do you think it impacted how many people showed up tonight?
I think the short notice did. I think if, maybe 2 weeks, people would have been able to get here. Also, the timing. Most people are picking up their children at school and getting home to get dinner started, and,
On a Friday.
On a Friday, right.
They didn't make it very convenient.
No, not at all. But, we all try to get where we can go when we have the time to do it, I just happen to be able to have off today, so.
Great, thank you so much.
Just for the sake of taking, can you say and spell your name?
Debbie Patt, Debbie Patt.
So tell me a little bit about this meeting. What did you think after you listened to it for a little while? And do you think they're sincere in their efforts here?
They seem so, but we've heard the song and dance before. We don't know if anything will be done. It just seems like the same old game. Like they're just going through the motions, and some real changes need to be done. Hopefully, the elimination would be great of Common Core. At least, we need a lot of changes.
And while all this is going on and all these hearings are going on, kids are in school losing valuable time.
Yes, they're losing so much time, instruction time, because of the teachers are out of the classrooms most of the time, first of all, because they're in training and they're in meetings. They're being taught to the test, so they're not learning other subjects. And the subjects they are learning, they're just pushing through, push. They go so fast, the kids don't understand it. They have no idea what they've learned, so they never really learn it fully.
And so, do you think, really by having these hearings, is this a step, obviously it's a step, some sort of step in some kind of direction, but you don't feel like it's falling in the right direction?
I think it's been said and done before. I think at this point, they've heard and seen everything they need to know, and I really don't think that they're hearing anything new. The parents and the teachers and the administrators have been saying everything that was said here tonight all along.
And so, what do you think might happen? I think they may change their mind, revamp it a little bit?
It would be great. It needs a lot of revamping. There's so many issues with it. I couldn't even begin to start. I think you heard them all tonight. And they're all valid issues. And it definitely needs to be changed.
What do you think about as far as the turnout? Friday night, 4 to 6 o'clock, not the most convenient time.
Well, it's a very inconvenient time. We only had, less than a week's notice, and the timing is terrible. And if they really want to listen to parents and educators, they would do it at a time when they're not at work. Most parents and educators aren't available at 4 o'clock. the 3:30 check-in time. And so I feel, this is another reason why I feel like it's just going through the motions.